High-octane football, we can virtually guarantee it. Two quality sides ready for battle, knowing full well they must give their best. Hello, our travels have taken us to the desert. We're at the King Fahd Stadium in Riyadh. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Japan versus Indonesia.
As is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
And here's the starting 11 for Japan.
Well, the midfield diamond looks strong. Plenty of energy, good technicians and some defensive qualities as well. If they play well, the front three will get a lot of service in what is a 3-4-3 formation.
A look at the opposition starting lineup today.
Well, in this 4-5-1, as you would expect, it's a very compact back four. A midfield five with a mixture of qualities and a front player who will threaten the space in behind the opposition. It looks a good team to me.
So underway here. Let's see what this game has in store for us. Verdonk. Ragnar. Oratmangon. Ole Romani. And finding the flow. Well, got right behind it and crucially turned it out of the danger area. Getting a bit congested in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, it's all a bit rushed at the moment.
Watanabe. Well, it could be on for him here. Well, still a threat. And danger dealt with for now. Ivar Jenner. Ragnar. Oratmangon. Well, moving the ball impressively here. Well, the goalkeeper dealt with it admirably. But he really is danger personified. But in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, he's quick, direct and at times unstoppable. When in full flow, he's a joy to watch, unless, of course, you're up against him.
Ito. Daichi Kamada. Released it nicely. Well, nothing for them to worry about in the end. Good defending.
They won the ball at just the right time there.
Exploiting the wide area. Jade says Ivar Jenner. Not as accurate as it could have been. Ritsu Doan. But he's certainly not alone. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. Pelupessy. Ole Romani. Takes it on. And there is the goal that gives them a well-merited lead. It had been coming.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
And back underway, 1-0 it is. Tamhay. Pelupessy. Sano. Really good build-up, but no end product.
Well, that was how to defend the edge of the box.
That's a good pass. And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Sano. Hiroki Ito. Well, they keep passing away. Well, honestly, I didn't mean to jinx them. Just wasn't a very good pass, finally. Romani. No space for them here. Pelupessy. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Well, no point in stopping play. Advantage with them. Ivar Jenner. Able to create room here. Well, it came to nothing in the end. Sano. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Good ball over the top. It'll be a corner. And the referee now going back to deal with the earlier incident. A yellow card it's going to be. It in. And well off target in the end. Good pressure from the defender to put him off. Sano. He has teammates around him, but nothing comes of it. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And then with a real chance. Oh, excellent reflexes!
Yeah, made it really difficult for the striker. Top-class goalkeeping.
more trouble. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, truth be told, his influence on this game has been very limited. What have you made of his performance?
Well, you can't blame his work rate, but today, like the rest of the team, he just hasn't been able to find that much-needed spark.
So the referee's whistle, and into the second act of the drama. Daichi Kamada. Tsuyoshi Watanabe. Daizen Maeda. Oh, breezing past him. Over the touchline for a throw-in. The cross is on. And he stopped them in their tracks. A corner will ensue. So making the substitution now. Trying to deliver it accurately. Could reduce the deficit. Oh, that's a splendid save. Well, it's the sign of a good goalkeeper to keep your concentration levels high, having had nothing to do.
He's alert and ready when it counted. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Could be threatening. And they could eat into the lead. Oh, big opportunity. Well, he didn't miss by all that much. Wide in the end. Ole Romani. Could be troublesome. Ito. There was the chance they could get caught out on the break here. Well, it looked so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Spot on with that tackle. Well, we can see what they're trying to do, but not a memorable passage of play. Sano. Can he do it? Oh, how about that for a tackle?
Yeah, great tackle, wasn't it?
Jakob Sayuri. Decent looking pass. As though they had attacking momentum, but not so. Well, gliding through to eat into the lead. Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. This looks interesting. And wonderful defending there. In position. He got a good palm on it. Risky Rido.
Well, it was a chance for them to get back into this one, but they were denied by a great piece of goalkeeping, you have to say.
Now, options are plenty. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Keito Nakamura. Daichi Kamada. Sano. Playing with patience. Could pull one back here. But no! What a glorious tremendous opportunity squandered to get back into this.
Well, that had to go in, didn't it? I just can't see them turning this around now.
So a personnel change then. Yates now with Joa on. Good work to regain possession. A really good pass. And the upshot is free kick. Straight into the meat of the penalty area. Jakob Sayuri. Intercepting it intelligently. Takafusa Kubo. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind, but he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
And so into the final 5 minutes. Jakob Sayuri. On to Joa on. Having a shoot. Well, what a good strike, but I must say, an even better save. Over it comes. Composed play and possession.
He's so good at doing that.
Can't give him too much space. No possibilities inside the box. Well, nothing wrong with the header, but it was always going that little bit off target. Nathan Joa on. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors.
Well, fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park well. Going forward, there was some really nice incisive play too. It's a good result for them.
But it just seems in this game, he's been a step ahead of his opponents in every way, Stuart.
Well, he looked a top-class player today. Every time he touched the ball, he was a threat. And he worked so hard for the team as well. What a good display that was.